What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey back out with another Chris Watts video. And today's video, you guys have mentioned, or there's a couple people on my Instagram that has said, Wokey, I need you to watch this. I don't look at the title, which it says Chris Watts explains what he was thinking. Intriguing, but it's probably complete BS. But I was just told to watch it and give my opinion and give my commentary. And of course, I'm happy to oblige. So if you guys would like to watch with me, I suggest you sit down, get comfortable. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit the bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you so very much for that love and support. And then show that same support over at Midnight Rabbit Hole, the one that continues to go down, down, down the deepest, darkest parts of the crime community. And Chris Watts is one of those cases that he has looked into. So I want to give credit where it is due. And if you don't want to watch with me, I suggest click the link in the description and go have your watch with Midnight Rabbit Hole. But if for those that would like to watch with me, let's get into the video.
This remains a chilling reminder of the depths of human depravity. In a harrowing audio recording from February 2019, Watts himself recounts the sinister thoughts and twisted reasoning that drove him to commit the horrific murders of his family. This unsettling first-person narrative details his descent into darkness, offering a disturbing glimpse into the mind behind an unspeakable crime.
I just felt like maybe the kids weren't going to be there when I got home that day.
Oh, interesting. Now, I don't mean to offend, but I have to ask, is that really the truth? Okay.
I really felt like they weren't going to be there when I got home that day.
Oh.
Like so, she would take them somewhere?
No, I just felt like either maybe I wouldn't go home, maybe they weren't going to be there, or I wouldn't be allowed in, type of thing.
I think I saw some text messages where Shanann talked about that she would take the kids to another state or something.
Again, he's changing the narrative, making Shanann look like the bad guy. Oh, she was going to punish me. She was going to take my kids. And she wasn't going to let me in my house again. Well, then stop effing up, dude. Ah!
She wouldn't be able to afford to live in Colorado or something. Did she say that kind of stuff to you? Or
yeah.
What did she say about that?
She said she couldn't afford to live in Colorado on her own. And that I told her, like, well, drive. I mean, she pretty much makes the same amount I do.
Yeah.
But she said she wouldn't want to try. It's because, Colorado just price of living there was low.
She wants to be with you, bonehead. There are so many guys out there that would kill for what he had.
A lot higher than North Carolina.
And just so I'm clear, you thought maybe in your mind, you thought maybe she would take the kids somewhere else or like lock you out of the house
or just like, I wouldn't want to make a scene, like, trying to like pound on the door, trying to get in or anything like that. But like, I just felt like, that was what I did on Sunday. It was kind of like, or Saturday night was kind of like the last straw. Kind of like going out with somebody and using an actual bank account card and just like not trying to hide it at all.
So, okay, we need to return this and we need to turn on that. Make it a little bit easier for you guys.
And just so I'm clear, you thought maybe in your mind, you thought maybe she would take the kids somewhere else or like lock you out of the house
or just like, I wouldn't want to make a scene, like, trying to like pound on the door, trying to get in or anything like that. But like, I just
make a scene. Hold up. Chris Watts didn't want to make a scene. You made a scene that reached the four corners of the world. This man is, I think he thought he was smart. And he was like, I'm going to get away with this and stuff like that. And then when this all happened, he's like, crap, it wasn't as what I thought it was going to be. But I didn't want to create it. Wow.
I felt like, that was what I did on Sunday. It was kind of like, or Saturday night was kind of like the last straw. Kind of like going out with somebody and using an actual bank account card and just like not trying to hide it at all.
That's what, so he pretty much was like, I'm not going to try anymore. It was the last straw. That was when you went to the lazy dog.
So walk me through it though, because she comes home, she touches you, you guys have sex, you fall asleep, then you wake up for work, all natural, all, you know, a normal day's work type thing.
Yeah.
What was it that made you think, I just can't do this anymore, I have to talk to her?
It was eating away at me. Like, I knew, like, something, I knew everything that I did. Like, I know, like, when I was with Nikki, it was, you know, different. Like, I wasn't even, like, in the realm of, I'm a dad, I'm a husband type thing.
Oh.
And then,
So that just says right there he didn't want to be a dad anymore. He's like, I'm a dad. Like, oh. Do you know what a blessing it is to be a father? And then now he says in prison that he's still a father. And then there's people that are Team Chris.
like I was saying, when I'm never at home, like, sleeping in my own bed, like, I have no, like, concept of that anymore.
Interesting.
Well, if you would have had them in your phone, if you would have had them in your wallet, I mean, how hard is that? I have them in my phone. I have thousands of images of my kids. I also have thousands of hundreds of images for toys, but it's things that I love. Okay.
So in your mind and heart, you can move on.
Like, it kind of felt like if I wasn't at home, like, I didn't think about it almost. Cause like, if I wasn't sleeping on my own, like, I think there was at one point, like,
all he was thinking was booty, 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 booty.
Nikki had gone to the mountains with her friends for like a few days, like into June, first part of July, and then, like, you know, that part, you know, obviously I was home, but like from that whole
I
month,
would say, don't you dare not tell them that you went with. He made it sound like Nikki went up there with friends. Hold up, wait a minute.
to the mountains with her friends for like a few days, like into June, first part of July, and then, like, you know, that part, you know, obviously I was home, but like from that whole month.
So it was Nicole, him, and friends, because that was when they went to what was it? That sand dunes in the mountains and so forth, and camping and so forth.
July on, it was like I was never at home. Like, I never had all those reminders around me. I never had, you know, like, every time my wife would call me, I would be at Nikki's house.
Oh. While she was in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would, like, you know, walk outside and talk to her, like, when I was next to the car or something like that. I would never be at home looking, like, have all these pictures around me, just being in the same bed, you know, seeing my kids' beds, seeing everything that, you know, that we've built for the last 6 years.
And so, did you just want to once and for all get it out in the open?
I just wanted to just tell her how I was feeling at that point in time. Like, I didn't feel like me and her were compatible anymore. Honestly, I didn't feel like that because what was going on with Nikki, it was new. It was new.
Right, absolutely.
Anything that's new always feels better than the old.
Yes. And
You
it
were
makes you feel
probably
different.
bitten by the love bug.
Yeah,
That's how a lot of therapists talk about it. Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but it has to involve a cow and Chris, which we know who the cow is. I'm not gonna refer anything about a cow and NK in any shape or form.
It's just like, I never felt that. I mean, even like with new relationships in the past, like, it always feels different, like, you know, the first couple weeks, and then, you know, but it just, with someone Nikki felt different. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just like you said, like, you know, I was more in control, and like, it was more of like, maybe more of me coming out. Because Shanann always said, like, it always seemed I was more myself around other people, like, you know, her cousin Cody, like, you know, like, Cody lived or came up visited us for a little bit while we were in Colorado for a little while, and Cody always talked about, you know, like, how Chris is so funny, Chris is like, Shanann would always just like, why are you never like that with me? I'm just like, you know, maybe I always felt nervous around you.
There's only so much on.
If you feel nervous around your spouse, you are the problem. Because you should either relate that to your spouse or not be with that spouse and not murder them. I'm nervous around my spouse. I'm nervous around shit. What kind of BS is that?
Oxygen in the room, right? I say this to some people when dominant personalities, you know.
I just always felt nervous. I always felt like I was, I never could actually just, be myself.
Then why don't you tell her that? A lot of people forget that communication is one of the key parts in a relationship and marriage. And if you take that away, the tripod or the legs fall, and then you fall with it. But yet, he wants to put it on Shanann as the problem.
Well, and it seems as though, and again, hard to talk about, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but it also seems, is it accurate to say that sexually you were able to say, Nikki, this is what I would like, this is what I'm into, or blah, 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 and maybe not with Shanann?
No, Nikki just wanted, she wanted what she wanted. She wanted to do pretty much all.
I would say, don't you sugarcoat it, you little twat. I guarantee this guy was going to be like, oh yeah, she was into a whole bunch of weird crap.
All the time. I was just like, okay, that's fine with me.
Okay.
With Shanann, it was just like, hey. Sometimes it happened, sometimes it didn't. But that wasn't the case as far as that way. It wasn't just like sex or whatnot. But it was mainly.
Had a lot to do with it.
I was just want myself. I could just not think.
Because Nicole studied you. She knew what you liked. She emphasized on what you liked to get what she wanted.
About what I was going to say, or plan what I was going to say, or not, going to say something stupid or something.
Right.
A little bit of freedom.
Can I ask you something about that morning that you had sex with Shanann? Did you feel at all like maybe you were kind of cheating on Nikki by doing that?
I felt strange. I felt like, the first time I was with Nikki, I felt weird. First time, sure. And then the last time I was with Shanann, I felt totally strange. I was like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I had become. I felt like I become people I see on TV. And
yet your conclusion was to annihilate your family.
Not feel right with me. Like I didn't know what had happened to me. Mm-hmm. So Nikki even asked me like, have you done this before? Have you ever strayed away? I'm like, I've never even thought about it. It's like, what's different? It's like, I guess it's just you that's different because I just never.
My sweet empanada / hot pocket.
Actually, like I've seen girls smile at me before. Never done anything about it. With her, it was just like.
Girls can smile with not flirting with you because they're just being nice. They're supposed to be nice. Just because they smile at you doesn't mean they want you, Chris.
It's like she had a leash on me and she tugged me away. As soon as she walked, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Oh, she put a leash on Chris. Oh, okay.
So.
Well, and Tammy brings up a very good point. I wonder if that last time with Shanann having sex had somewhat of a role in you thinking,
like a trigger?
I gotta do something, I gotta say something, we gotta have a talk, something's gotta change. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I felt like it was like maybe like a trigger point or something like you hit the push button on a bomb and it just blows up.
Right.
Just something in my head was just like something was irking. Just like I had to say something. So when I woke her up and it's like
you didn't say something. That's the problem. You didn't say something. You just acted dumb.
Just gotta talk.
And the reason why I continuously say that is I'm hoping that somebody, if they are watching this, is considering doing that to their family. Because there's some people out there that do it every day, unfortunately. There's how many that are happening over the world, and it's getting to be way too much. It shouldn't happen at all. So I'm hoping maybe this knocks some sense into people's heads. Hopefully.
Okay. It's like I told her, I don't feel compatible. I don't feel like this is going to work. I just, I don't want to, like, can we cancel the trip to Aspen? She had booked a trip that week to go to.
I would have loved to go to Aspen.
Some, like, mystery 4-star luxury hotel or something.
Just the two of you or the whole family?
Just me and her.
Okay.
And she had Amanda Thayer, couldn't watch the kids that weekend or something.
Okay.
And I was just like, can we cancel that? Can we, like, do something? Like, from what I remember, I even said, "Can we move to Brighton?" Just to get away from like this house.
Oh.
But like, I'm not sure if that was like.
Can we move to Brighton? What would that have done? So he wants to move to Brighton, but Brighton is closer to where Nicole was. How does that make sense? I don't know how that makes sense.
Like in the beginning or the end of part of the conversation or whatnot, that conversation went so many different ways. Like they'd gone from like staying together to not staying together to just like all the above.
Okay. So this is half an hour, what?
Definitely not more than an hour, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think.
Are you crying? Is she crying?
It's back and forth.
She's crying, he's not.
It's like, she's got mascara. She didn't wash her face when she got home. She had makeup on still, so mascara was running all over her and stuff like that. And yeah, it was nothing about that conversation. I just wish I could take all of it back. Just the whole Nikki thing back, everything. But
So then when did it turn?
as far as that conversation, just at the end when I was telling her like I told her I didn't love her anymore. That's when it happened.
What happened?
Someone get off her and then I put my hands on her.
Okay.
Did you say she said something like that you were hurting the baby or something?
That was before that. Because like when I was straddling her, it was kind of like around her waist type deal.
Why did you get on her like that?
I just when we got on the bed. That's just when I got on.
Is that so she would listen to you?
I felt like she could probably listen to me just laying beside her, but I got on top of her. And every time I think about it, I'm just like, did I know I was going to do that before I got on top of her? I don't know.
Really? That's an interesting thought, Chris. You don't know if you knew.
If you're having a conversation about not being compatible anymore, why would she let you on top of her?
It's like everything that happened that morning, I don't know, like I try to go back in my head, I'm just like, I didn't want to do this, but I did it. Everything just kind of like...
Felt like you had to?
It just felt like it was... I don't even want to say it felt like I had to. It just felt like there was already something in my mind that was implanted that I was going to do it, and I woke up that morning, it was going to happen, and I had no control of it.
You never thought about it before?
It was just like, I don't want... Like, when... Like just like in the sentencing hearing, that prosecutor said it takes 2 to 4 minutes for something like that to happen. Like, why can't I just let go? I didn't.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because you
Actually,
wanted
was
her
it
Feeling
gone.
like it was in motion and you just couldn't stop it?
Yeah, it was just like... I don't even want to
All you was thinking about was NK.
know what she saw when she looked back at me, honestly.
Did you look at her? What was she doing?
She wasn't fighting.
I don't believe that.
Why do you think she wasn't fighting?
I don't know, maybe she was praying, maybe she was just... Now I read the Bible, it said, where the scripture says, don't forgive these people for they do not know what they do. Maybe she was saying that. I don't know what she was saying in her head, but she, like when you guys told me,
He's using that scripture out of wrong context.
like, take off your shirt and check for defensive wounds, and there wasn't going to be any. She didn't fight. I don't know why.
If she didn't grab, could she grab your arms, or were your arms pinned down, or?
Not that I remember. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think like I moved to where my knees were around her arms or anything. But it was just kind of like when I got on top of her, we started talking. That was it. It's kind of like in my head, or like in the back of my head, that was going to happen, and just like at the end of the conversation, it was just like, that's what happened. I just wish I could have let go.
Did it seem like it was that long? 2 to 4 minutes? How long did it seem for you?
Almost kind of felt like it was longer almost. It felt like time was standing still. It's kind of like I just saw my life just disappearing before my eyes, but it just like I couldn't let go. It was like somebody else, like if you picture somebody else around you.
How does this man feel when he should be looking at this right now when he wants to get remarried? Yeah, we have justice, all right.
Holding your hands, holding you, keep you from not letting go.
At some point there was a statement about rage. Do you feel like you're in a rage at that point?
That's the only way I can describe it, honestly. Like a snap, something, I know, I guess my attorney had said like some, strangulation. It's more of like a, I don't no passionate type thing. I'm just like, I don't know.
But you didn't love her.
It's just intimate because you're right in there, using your own hands. It's a lot different than someone standing across the room and you shooting
But why would he be intimate if he doesn't love her anymore?
them or something like that. So
It just felt like somebody was like behind me, just like, I just couldn't let go.
It's interesting to me because there was a lot of
Somebody was behind me. NK?
things in your life that were like that, right? Where you're just like, maybe felt out of control, or maybe felt like, I don't know why I couldn't take a step back, or, you know, like even when you said when your buddy was like sort of football game, you wanted to say yes, he's
Yeah, I wanted to. Like, I haven't been to a football game since North Carolina, so I was just like, yeah, sure. Like, I wanted to say that.
Yeah.
I wanted to just text him, hey, you know, here's your fell through, can go.
So, then what?
Just, after, you know, Shanann was like, once she was gone, it was just like, I didn't know what was going on. It's like, it was like a traumatic, I don't know what you call it, traumatic event type, and everything, like, I was shaking, I didn't know what had happened.
And this is where I think the call is made, or not, well, the call of Nicole to Jim. But I feel also Chris had called Nicole in some shape, how he did it through his app or Skype or WhatsApp and so forth, and pretty much was said, I did this, I need to know how to clean this up. And Kay was like, I am coming, I'll help. So I just, again, theories, we can't say fact, we can't say that it's real, all alleged.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I'd done. I still wasn't in that right state of mind. I don't think like I was in control of what I could think or what I could do at that point in time. Like most people say, like, why don't you just call 911? I was like, unless you're in that situation, you don't know what you would have done. It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback.
I agree with that.
Like I said, if somebody shoots somebody, you don't know what they're going through their mind at that point in time. You don't know what you'd have done.
So what happened next? Is that what happened, Bella came in? What she said?
What's wrong?
Did she hear something? Is that what she
Obviously. Yeah.
Okay. What did you tell me?
I don't feel good.
See, his whole demeanor changed about this part with the girls. He's like beating around the bush. He's obviously like he's starting to get like irritated about the question when it comes to his girls. I don't know if you pick up on that. I don't know if it's because I've been watching like a lot of deceptive detective, Martin Decoder. I mean, all these body analysis and information and stuff that I've been watching and learning. I just feel that's what Chris is intending, is his demeanor for Shanann was, oh yeah, this is what happened, boom, 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 boom. But now when it comes to the girls, he's quiet, he's snippy, he's irritated, he changed his tone. I don't know. Let me know if you agree.
And then, did that happen with Bella right in that room?
Not in front of her.
What happened?
She walked in as, she's docking up. She was sleeping.
Did you take her back to her room?
Put Shanann in that sheet and found sight.
Okay. And what?
Carried her downstairs. Back my truck up.
At that point, were the girls still there? Okay. So then Shanann's in the truck. Then went back to the house.
We got everybody back in the truck.
Was Bella first or was Cece first?
In the truck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So Shanann was first. And then Bella was next. Was Bella alive when you guys got in the truck? Oh, okay. What happened?
We woke back up.
Okay.
It's I don't really want to talk about this part, honestly. Those are my kids. That's what baby steps.
This part right here leaves me to believe. Again, I'm not giving him any credit to say that he's innocent. But this is where maybe his girls were his girls. He actually cared about them. But something changed or helped, or I just feel like this is where the moment is that leaves us to believe that NK was involved. And then all the information that we find out later on, the Google searches, her ping, the trucks that were seen and stuff like that, that just helps support that Chris maybe didn't take out the little girls. It was someone else. But again, we won't know because nobody wants to talk to her.
Every time I see pictures, I don't know how this could have happened. Being a dad was the best part of my life. I took it all away.
I think that's the hardest part for us, Chris, is we see those videos, we see that love that you had for your girls. Like, it's obvious to us, and even to us, it's hard for us to understand how a dad who's given piggyback rides and, you know, making snacks and watching princess movies and those kinds of things, how you get to that point, you know?
I don't know. Like I said, it was just like something else was controlling me that day. I had no control over what I was like to fight back.
Yeah.
Like when that prosecutor said about a bitter tongue, like repeatedly, I just wanted to just bang my head against the wall.
So you put Shanann in the truck, and then you put the two girls in the truck? Were they just sitting in their car seats, or I guess they didn't probably have car seats in your truck, did they?
No, I was just sitting in the back with the, like in that bench seat.
So Shanann was back there too?
She was on the floor.
What did they say about Shanann being on the floor?
Mommy, okay?
What did you tell them?
She'll be fine.
Did you have their stuff with them? Like their toys and their blankets and stuff?
They had something with them that they carried. One of them, I think CCM Bella had like a blanket or something with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like a pink blanket or...
What about the dog? I think one of them had a dog, right? The doctor. Dog.
Yeah, one of them had like a little barking dog.
Was that with you too? Do you know?
I think it was. It's hard to remember. Like if they had like a big blanket, small blanket.
So, I think I saw on the video that you put a gas can or something in the back of your truck. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Did you have different plans when you put that in there?
I don't know what was going through my head. I felt like maybe I could just get rid of myself at the same time if I was doing all this, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you think about that?
What did you think about that?
I just felt like I deserved to live after what had happened.
Was there any thought to the whole family going away that day, to include you?
After everything happened, that's a definite thought.
Yeah. See, it's interesting to me. We had all kind of wondered if there was a point when we were all together, and if you were all going to pass together. That to me makes sense, because that's, even though it sounds crazy, that's what a family man does, right?
Family man doesn't do what he did.
No, I know. I guess what I mean is, it seems like you guys were going to be together forever in that way. Is that maybe what was going through your head?
Honestly, I just felt like I didn't deserve to live.
Yeah.
And it was like, whatever judgment I was going to come upon myself, you know, I just didn't deserve to be on this earth anymore. What happened?
Okay.
So what made you not do that? What do you think?
Nikki's booty. I don't mean to be idiotic when I say that, but it is. It's idiotic because that's what Chris was thinking about. He wasn't going to self-delete. This man was erasing and annihilating his family because he wanted to reset the button, is what he said. He wanted to hit the reset button.
I don't know if it was just more of like a, because with the site, maybe it was just more of like that would have hurt more people than just me and everybody else. Like, I know there's other people out there, not like at the site, but other people like maybe out in the area. Like, I didn't want something like on the site to catch fire and blow up, and then other people around would get hurt.
See, why does he say that? He doesn't want the people to, or the site to get caught on fire and blow up. Then we look at the lighter that was in the truck. We look at the fire or gas can that was in the truck. Oh, it makes me believe that there's something at that play about the explosion theory.
Insane.
So you were thinking initially about starting a fire out there or an explosion or something, or
Just, no, not for that. Just like maybe I could just take care of myself and not like that.
Wow.
No.
Gasoline, that's the only thing. But I mean, I don't have
No, there's no way.
like I don't have a gun. I don't have anything like that. I don't like to just commit suicide.
Good thing you don't have a gun.
I mean, it was just I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have weapons. I've never hunted before in my life. I don't know what.
Because this man is not a man. He's a little boy that was never taught manly things. Yeah, okay, race cars, fantastic. But there's more to being a man and a boy going to a man. How to treat the ladies, how to treat your child, how to treat your spouse, not to commit murder, not to lie. And what does this man do? He chooses all the bad stuff about being a man.
I mean, nothing was right that morning.
yeah. I remember you kept telling me that. You kept saying, "I didn't know what I was doing, Tammy. I didn't know." Like,
Yeah, when you asked
I
me about the
remember-
sheet, like what were you doing?
Yeah, like a cokehead's gonna say, huh, that's not mine. He's not gonna tell you exactly what it is. Oh, those pants aren't mine, but you're wearing them. That's literally what this sounds like. How dumb is it?
Like I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah. I think you were just like in automatic mode, or it seemed like. So did you drive straight out there? So what were you thinking on the way out there?
It's kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm just like nervous, shaking, not knowing like what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I know like my life is completely changed. I don't know like what's happening. Like honestly, like I try to picture that whole ride. Like it's like 45 minutes to an hour ride out there, and it's just like, couldn't I have like saved my girl's life? Couldn't I have done something? Why did I do it? I don't know.
Right.
Like this is my flesh and blood. This is like what I wanted all my life, was to be a dad, just to have kids and they love me, all that, and it just nothing made sense.
Right.
Like the oil tank, nothing made sense. I'm just like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Her little orange stand.
So what happened when you got out there?
I took Shanann out, just to a place off to the site,
Mm-hmm.
and then
What were the girls doing when you were doing that?
just sent them back to the truck.
And then what happened after that?
CC was first. She did have a blanket. She had a blue blanket.
That you threw in the garbage.
A Yankee blanket.
So was she alive when she went into the oil tank? No.
I put the blanket over her head.
And that's how she passed. Good grief.
I put the blanket over her head. I didn't want to. No. I strangled her right there in the back seat.
Okay.
What was Bella doing?
See right there, he said strangle. They were smothered.
Did
she understand? Did she know what was going on?
She didn't say anything.
And then the same for Bella? Just without a blanket?
With the blanket.
Oh, okay.
I didn't look. Like every time I closed my eyes, I just hear her say, "Daddy, no," and that was it.
That's what Bella said.
I hear that every day.
You really? I'm sorry, man.
sorry doesn't take anything back that I did.
I wouldn't be sorry for him.
Is it possible that in your mind you didn't want them to suffer throughout their life? Was this like a mercy thing?
I mean, you can say that like after the fact, but it was just like I don't.
You didn't feel like that during it?
I just didn't. I felt like it was just like an anger with Shanann, with everything that was just taking it out on everybody that was in front of me that morning.
Yeah.
I mean, kids growing up without their parents, I mean, depending on what grandparents or whoever they grew up with, seemed to be fine. But it was just like it was an anger thing. It was just like.
And what were you so angry at Shanann about?
Or he didn't want the kids to go to Sandy and Frankie Sr. Because that could have happened. That somebody mentioned that the other day, and I'm like, that could have been a thought for him.
Like if you could pinpoint it.
Nothing that makes anybody want to do this. I mean, you could be angry at your spouse like your whole life, but you should never have done anything like this. You should never let it get to that point. But I let it get to a point where I've never been angry before. Like, and this was like the epitome of being angry.
Yeah.
The epitome of like showing a rage. The epitome
That he caused.
of like losing your mind.
It just domino effect. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and he couldn't stop it, and he wants to blame other people than himself.
And even like some people in here said, "Dude, like, what the heck happened? He must have freaking snapped." And like, I just walk away. I'm just like, I don't see it in my mind how it could, like, I look outside every day. I'm like, what could we be doing right now?
Yeah. What could you be doing right now? This man will only be a coward. Just know for the future Mrs. Chriswatts, you're a coward. This man should rot in prison. I'm sick of seeing this man's face. It irritates me that nobody wants to make this right by complete justice. No, let's give him a TV. Let's let him play games and play poker and have some buddies in jail. I mean, yeah, he keeps to himself, but he still has a circle of guys. And it just makes me sick that this man can continue to live in this life. Yes, Shanann, Bella, and Celeste are in the best place ever. I wouldn't take that for granted at all. But why does Chris get to enjoy this life? I mean, yeah, his next life is going to be hell. That's what we're led to believe. But I can't say that for 100% certainty because apparently it's deformation of a prisoner. I don't know if that's possible. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this. The Mr. Chris Watts didn't want to make a scene, but yet the scene caused explosions all over the world of information and different channels and yeah. So again, comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, and then do the exact same thing over at Midnight Rabbit Hole. I'm getting all these channels mixed up here. So again, I thank you guys for being here. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.